Today I will show how I make one of my favorite cakes, Tutti Frutti Cake, with the dough maker. It will make the cake mixture making process very easy, quick and effortless. I have not used any artificial flavor as well. Let's quickly view the ingredients used here. Let's begin. I preheated the electric oven at 400 degree Fahrenheit for 20 minutes. Make sure not to preheat the oven a long time before baking the cake, otherwise it will not get the bulge. While the oven was preheating, I quickly prepared parchment or butter paper for the rectangular cake tin in which I made the cake. I cut the paper into 2 pieces for the length, 2 pieces for the breadth and 1 piece for the bottom. They also have diagonal cuts at their ends to make them settle nicely. With a brush, I coated the tin with sunflower oil generously on all sides of the tin. I placed the papers for the length and width first, then I placed the sheet for the bottom. This helped to set the papers well in the tin. My tin was ready. For detailed cutting process, please watch my video on it. I will share the link below. I took half cup of Tutti Frutti from each of these 2 containers. Wild Crest has very dark Tutti Frutti, while the holiday fruit has lighter colored Tutti Frutti. So I took 50% from each packet. So I have 1 cup of Tutti Frutti in all. I coated the Tutti Frutti with all-purpose flour about 2 tablespoons. This will prevent the Tutti Frutti from sinking at the bottom of the cake. Let's begin. I first added half cup of melted salted butter from about 125 grams of solid butter. I beat it for 1 minute. I got this creamy butter. I heated it in the microwave for about 50 seconds. Then I cooled it to room temperature. I then added 2 pieces of egg. I beat it for another 1 minute. It looked thick and creamy like this. Then I added green cardamom powder 1 teaspoon. I grinded some green cardamom to get cardamom powder. Baking powder 1½ teaspoon. Baking soda ½ teaspoon. Sugar 1 cup. And all-purpose flour 1½ cups. I strained it so that the cake mixture has no lump. In this video, I used dough making jar, dough making blade and dough making switch. All ingredients should be in room temperature. Then I added milk 1/3 cup. I beat it all ingredients for 1½ to 2 minutes. If the butter is not salted, then add salt about 1/4 teaspoon. Then with a spoon or a fork, I checked for lumps. If I found any lump, I broke it. There must not be any lump in the mixture. I tasted the batter to know if the mixture was good as per my taste. My batter was good, so I took out the blade and removed the batter attached to it to avoid wastage. If there is no butter at home, then cooking oil can be used. Once done, I added the flour-coated Tutti Frutti in the mixture. I kept some for garnishing. I mixed all ingredients well so that there was no lump in the mixture. The mixture was ready for making a cake. I poured the mixture in the cake tin. If there is any lump remaining in the dough jar, then do not use it in the tin. If the oven is still hot but is preheated a little long time before baking, then preheat again for another 5 to 6 minutes at the same temperature just before baking to be on the safe side. With a spoon or a fork, I made the top surface plain. To remove air gaps in the tray, I tapped it on the countertop 3 to 4 times. At last, I garnished the cake top with some flour-coated Tutti Frutti. The cake was ready for baking. I placed the cake tin in the middle of the preheated electric oven. I baked in the convection mode at 350 Fahrenheit for 40 minutes. The total baking time depends upon the make, model and size of the oven. It's best to go in baby steps. After 40 minutes, it looked done as it had a beautiful golden crust on top. So I took it out and checked with a toothpick with a skewer if the inside was also done. I poked the cake in few areas. In my case, in 1 to 2 areas, some dry mixture was attached to it. So I left it in the oven to cook further in its trapped heat for another 10 to 20 minutes. After 20 minutes, I took the cake out and placed it outside to cool down to room temperature. I rechecked the area the skewer was not coming clean. It is clean now. To prevent overcooking, I removed the cake from the tin. Then I removed the parchment paper from the sides except the bottom because it was still warm. The cake would break. I left the cake on a grill to cool down from all sides fast. It must be completely cool before slicing it, otherwise it will break. I returned after 1 hour and found the cake to be completely cool. So I took out the back paper. Then I sliced it into thick slices, otherwise the slices will break. I got 8 to 9 slices. It serves 1 to 9 people. Please follow the process shown here and make this soft and yummy cake at home and write in the comment box how it was. If you like the recipe, then please subscribe, like, share and comment. Please don't forget to click the bell icon and all notification as well. I will be back with another tasty recipe. Till then, bye.